obviously I love a cake when there's vegetables in it, so just keep going, there's a few there. So rich in beta-carotene, so they weren't lying when they said that carrots will help you see in the dark. That beta-carotene converts into vitamin A, and that is what helps with our vision. So there is truth in that rumour, I'm telling you. So
I can always also tell you a story about carrots. When I was, my mother was just about to give birth to me, my godmother tells me a story that she gave my mother a carrot which she ate just before she gave birth to me, and that's why I got red hair.
Oh, I see where this is going, yeah, I see where that was going. So we've got a bit of almond meal here, okay? So a little bit of a change from using normal flour. So almond meal can be a great way of having a gluten-free alternative flour. Now I need 2 tablespoons of baking powder because of course it's not self-raising. We need it to get up there and be nice and abundant. Now I've got some nutmeg so it gets that lovely carrot cake kind of seasoning. And I've got some cinnamon here as well. So just mix those ones there. I'm just going to make a little bit of a well here. Now I have 3 eggs. So I'm just going to put them on the top there. So really nice. Get as good an egg as you possibly can. Oh, good job there. Good job there. So what I'm going to do is just break those up a little bit just in there.
Yep.
Now I have some maple syrup. That's what is going to give it its sweetness, a little bit better than, you know, a bunch of caster sugar. A little bit of vanilla extract just in there. Just use the
pour it in there. There we go. Let it go.
There we go. Nice. And now I have a little bit of macadamia oil as well. And I love macadamia. It's really rich in fats, probably the most fats out of all the nuts. But what it will also do is help those eggs just to combine everything and add another nutritional element there as well.
I would add butter, but the oil's what gives it.
No, not today, my friend. This is my recipe or my grandma's. Okay, so we'll just mix that one nicely up like that. Pass those soaked raisins.
Nice.
So you don't have to soak them, but I really love when you have a carrot cake and they've swollen a little and they're nice and soft. So chuck them in. Of course, you can use goji berries, you can use whatever you like. So if you just grab that baking tin there, now I've just lined it with a bit of Glad Bake, and that's all we need.
Nice.
Now, if you just nicely hold that one for me there.
Nicely hold it.
Yeah, it can be nice.
Okay, I can be nice about it. There
so
we go.
what I'll do is just tip that in there. Looks almost like a stir fry, doesn't it?
It does, it does. I love lots of carrot cake. They've made banana cake before, carrot cake, all these things work really well. Zucchini cake. It's amazing how vegetables can sweeten up to be a beautiful cake.
They really can.
There we go.
So just patting that one down. Now I have my oven on 160. I want to nice and slowly cook that for about an hour. It is quite dense, so we want to make sure that we get everything nice and heated.
Nice.
So into the oven we go.
Here we go.
So that's beautifully baked there. We just need to let it cool down to make sure that my beautiful cream cheese doesn't start melting. So it does need to be nice and cool. What I'm going to do is a little bit of a trick is I have my cream cheese here. Now you usually need an awful lot of cream cheese. Now there's nothing wrong with cream cheese, but just in moderation. I'm just going to make it a little bit healthier by putting a bit of extra Greek yogurt in there. It makes it a little bit tartar as well. So I'm just going to mash that one down. All right, so I'm going to need you to hit that one with the whisk, my friends.
Hit it with a whisk.
And while you do that, I'm just going to add a little bit of honey. Now, sometimes people with carrot cake, they have carrot cake purely for that icing on top. It tastes so delicious. So I'm going to naturally sweeten that with a bit of honey. In we go there. Now that has just cooked perfectly. Now, there is no frills here. I'm not going to have a piping bag. I'm just going to use my hands to put it on here as well.
What about me?
This is how Grandma did it.
I'm full of frills,
She doesn't care.
There you go. Oh, she did care. Don't say that.
Oh, she definitely did care. She definitely did care. So what I'm going to do is just nicely put this on here. Now, if you want, you can put it around the sides as well. But I just want a nice, generous amount just on the top there. It is people's favourite little bit.
And you left some frosting in the bowl
just
for me.
Just for you. Aunt Grandma's good at that as well. So what I'm going to do is you can choose whatever toppers you want to put on there. I've got a little bit of crystallized ginger because I think ginger and carrot go beautifully together. Anti-nausea as well,
nice.
So if you've had too much cake, just have a few extra bits of ginger. And I've got some walnuts, and there is no coincidence that walnuts are the shape of a brain because they are rich in omega-3. They are going to make us extremely smart, just like Grandma wants us.
That's the shape of my half brain. There we go. That's all I've got at the moment is half a brain.
So we've got frosting on there. So if you just want to Help me even do the ginger if you want. I'm just going to scatter my walnuts. Now, of course, you can get real pretty with this if you want to as well. I prefer the just slapdash, put it on there, as much goodness as possible. I tell you what, that looks a little bit too good to eat. Why don't, my grandma's in England, so why don't we give this one to your grandma?
I would love that. So would she.